Howdy, my name's Julie.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Ryan.
If you don't want to be a leader of character, then don't come here. This is what former Corps Commander Mr. Al Stein said when talking about A&M, as far as leadership and academics and everything that went on in school. I compiled these sources together in order to build up my speech. tamu.edu.corevalues, tabmetrodallas.com, tamu.edu, marcom.tamu.edu, tamutimes.com, aggietraditions.com, and crowrobinson.12wordpress.com. So when thinking about why I feel that A&M is the best university, I began to think about what would be important in order for this to be considered a good university. What were the main points that was so important of making a good college? And I came up with 3 of them, and they're the culture of the university, the people, the diversity, the organizations, the sports atmosphere, just football fans and all, and the academics, which is definitely most important. So the Texas A&M culture. So Jeff Whittle, when he came to a game actually, he's a member of the Florida Gators football team, and he wrote an article after leaving talking about the friendliness of A&M's, the atmosphere and the friendliness of all the people at the very first SEC game. And he went on to say that kind of culture just doesn't happen. It becomes a part of the fabric that makes up what you are, and the Aggies have it, and they have it in spades. So, and he went on to say in his article talking about how everyone was friendly, everyone told him good luck, even after A&M had lost. They told him, good job, great game. Everyone was really friendly, helped him out. Another big thing of the Texas A&M culture is selfless service. We run the biggest service called The Big Event, and thousands and thousands, I think like 50,000 students went last year. And we just go out into the community and we go do different projects that maybe older people or handicapped people that needed jobs done, as far as painting houses, you name it, cutting yards, all types of things. And the current Texas A&M student went on to say, if I had to tell you about the Aggie values in one sentence, I would simply ask you the question, how can I help you? And that's so true, because they're all about service, and that makes A&M unique to other universities. On a Saturday at Kyle Field, you can see this display of the culture, the tailgates and everything. Everyone's really friendly, everybody's having a good time. It's a very comfortable and conservative culture to be at. Speaking of Kyle Field, the sports atmosphere is my second thing that I felt was really important when rating a university, because that's a big thing for all students especially. Kay Robinson, he attended a game whenever we played Auburn, and he was in the press box, and he wrote an article about it and had a picture where he had seen a sign in there that said, "Welcome to Kyle Field. For those of you visiting, please be aware, please do not be alarmed. The press box will move during that, you warn him." And that's our fight song basically. And he went on to speak about it, how it was amazing. It was one of the best things I've ever seen to see so many students not only stand the whole game, but to do the Aggie warn him together. It was just a really good experience for him. And another big part of our sports atmosphere is the 12th man. All schools have a good fan base for the most part, but the 12th man is one that's highly acclaimed, and a lot of people know about it. It's a big deal. Darren Allman, he was a class of 06 Aggie. He spoke about how he gets his loans every month, and he really doesn't want to pay them. But then he just goes on, he said, "It reminds me how lucky I am to pay the damn student loan. It's so true how the 12th man cannot be explained, but only experienced." And it's very true, and a good place to see the 12th man is at Kyle Field during football games. So what about academics? Probably the most important thing when rating a school, because that's why we're here. At Texas A&M, with their academics, they prepare you really well for the real world with leadership, discipline, and the Wall Street Journal wrote an article in 2010 stating that Texas A&M was second in the nation of the 500 largest corporations that were willing to hire Aggies. So they rated second in the nation out of all universities. As far as leadership goes, I found on the Texas A&M website of leadership, it says, the spirit of leadership is instilled in every student. They have the values, the confidence, and the experience to lead change in the whole world. And I really believe this statement because of just the way I've gone through school. If they're really good with teaching you leadership, as far as even in the classroom, making you have problem-solving skills, like going after the problem, being proactive and not just reacting to things, being the one in charge and just making things happen. And last, on TamuTimes.edu, I found that Texas A&M has finally moved into the top 20 for best overall colleges, a guidebook for 2014. So out of all universities nationwide, they're number 20 overall. And that has a lot of accolades. Some aren't even as important, but they have a scale of over like 25 attributes, and then we were top 20 overall with all of those. So the culture and the academics and the sports atmosphere of Texas A&M is what makes it a primary college to attend and one of the best places to attend. So why Texas A&M? Well, like I said, Texas A&M's culture is one of a kind. Friendly people. It's a nice place to be. You really feel at home the moment you get there. And if you don't feel at home because you're an opponent, well, they'll make you feel at home by being very nice to you and respectful. The 12th man in the Kyle Field, there's really no comparison. Like I said, it's hard to, you have to be there to experience, it's hard to explain, but being someone that's been in a lot of games, I really understand the fans, and not only the football, everything about the sports atmosphere is a really good place to be, being a premier D1 school in the SEC. And Texas A&M ultimately prepares you for the real world in all aspects, and especially in academics, and it's very important. So what can we take from this? Basically, what I took from it was that with these accolades, which are very important, there's not very many universities that can compare. Some may be better at one attribute, but when you put these three attributes together, which are all very important, there's nobody that can compare in the nation, much less Texas. Thank you.